How you feeling? How you doing? Do you feel a certain type of way? Are you, yeah? Are you iffy? Do you want to put your purple jacket on? Brain check yourself. I feel mellow, mellow. It's like it's trying to go down, but my body's saying absolutely not. Stay up. Stay up. Oh, okay. Hmm. Man. I would talk about something inspiring, something plasmatic, something dramatic. But just like music, we hop in and we just talk. Just do whatever. Hmm. 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 You know, I never really taken into consideration how much of an issue that social anxiety is, especially in Gen Z and Gen Alpha. I've never taken that into consideration. It's like, huh, Gen Y, the millennials, they grew up, having to be around people. They didn't have the internet like we did. But since we had the internet, the first half of Gen Z is able to talk to people, but are still iffy because we grew up with the internet and we also realize how easy it is to talk to people online instead of in real life. Whereas the second half struggles exponentially to even order a meal online. And I get it, right? You just don't know what to say. And I really do understand that. Trust me, there have been so many times in my life where I just wanted to say something. I wanted to go up to somebody, or I wanted to just say something outright, but I didn't have the exact words. And I really want to talk about this. Like, future kids that are watching this, it is okay to not have the words to say something, but I would advise to you to just go up and do it anyways so that you can get better at it. I wouldn't want you to basically hide away in your hole, just look online and just go and view everything that you need to do, or every advice that's online that's telling you, hey, first you got to do this or you got to do that, or put yourself in the mindset. I say just go up to people and just do it. Just, hmm. And even still, that's me basically telling you exactly what I was telling you not to do. I'm contradicting myself as I'm speaking right now. And even still, at least I'm acknowledging that it's a contradiction. Only you know why you are afraid to go up to people and talk to them. No matter if it's just a random person on the street. But what I would and will suggest to you is that if you were to go up to a person and just say, hey, and if they don't say anything else, or if they just say, hey, and you just like, good, and you just walk away, that is a W. That is a win. Because let me put this into perspective. A trillionaire that makes millions of dollars every day cannot reach the happiness that a kid has when that kid makes his first dollar on his own. Because that's a small step. But to that kid, that means a whole lot to that kid. You feel what I'm saying? And so when you compare yourself to people who are able to talk to people that easily, that's when you're fighting a losing battle. Because you don't acknowledge yourself that everyone is different. Some people can talk to people just like that, walk up to them easily. Others they stumble their words. They just don't know what to say when the time comes and when they walk up to people. Sometimes they freeze. And so when something happens to where when they don't freeze or when they say hey or when they do something like that and then they walk away and they do like this or they celebrate somehow, it is earned because you don't know how much mental power it takes because they thought they couldn't do it. In fact, they believed it for their entire lives up to this point, to the point where when they actually did it, they're like, I can actually do this and I want to do it more. So that's when they start doing it more. That's when they start talking more. That's when they start having more to say. That's when they experiment more. And that's when they gain that confidence inside of themselves. But it never truly happens until they take that first step. Once you take that first step in terms of talking to somebody, even if it's just a hey, and just, you don't have to tell a person why you're talking to them. You can just say hey, and they can wave back, and you both can just go on your merry way. And that'll still be a victory for you, no matter how small. That's something that you did. That's something that you thought that you couldn't do that you did outright. You should be proud of that. And let that serve as an analogy for anything that you ever wanted to do. Because the moment that you say that you can't, that's the moment that that becomes true. Because you already conditioned in your mind that you can't do exactly what you said you can't do. No matter if the excuses are valid or not. I'm not saying that your excuses aren't valid. They may actually be true. But is it going to stop you? That's my question to you. So, either you can just go out there and just do it, make those mistakes, get better, gain that confidence to the point where you can finally say to yourself, I am a person who can do this. Take that first step. Don't rush. That's the number one mistake that so many people make, is the fact that when they start something, they feel like they gotta go, they feel like they gotta rush, they feel like they gotta do this, that, and the third. Especially young adults nowadays. Especially young adults that aren't in low class, but aren't in middle class either. Dead in the middle, that experience both sides of low and middle class. Especially to my African American, Native American, North American Native people, Hispanics, etc. To all of you, take that first step. Don't put yourself in a box. Don't say that you can't do this because of your circumstances. Don't say that you can't do this because you don't have this. Don't say you can't do this because you don't have that. There is always something that you can do. And I've learned this yesterday. Quick story time. I learned this yesterday. I thought I didn't know as much as I did about a specific topic. But as I was sitting back, I was writing down everything. I was like, whoa, I knew way more. Like, even though I knew exactly what I couldn't do, that gave me leverage into exactly what I could do based on what was present in front of me. And to put it simply, if you don't have a phone to create music yet, you love to create music, sing to yourself. Even if you're trash, even if that voice crack, even if you hit that, you'll get to that point where you can sing a piano. And you just got to start. Don't rush. Take your time. Because I guarantee you, the moment that you finally realize is the moment that you finally embody. The moment that you finally realize that you can do it is the moment that you embody the person who can do it. And when people say that, I'm gonna be honest, I'm being guilty of this. Some are like, oh, I gotta change my personality, I gotta change this, I gotta change that, just that, this, that, and the third. But no. Sometimes the simplest thing that you can do is say to yourself, I am a person that can do this. Because there's another thing called confirmation fallacy. Something fallacy or confirmation bias, where your brain will look for evidence for a claim that you state yourself. That's confirmation bias. And you play on that. If you know that the human brain is catered to that, you play on that by saying things that resonate with the person that you want to be. And then you do small things that that version of you would do that will build up confidence slowly and surely. And yes, you're going to stumble. Yes, you're going to feel like you don't want to do it sometimes. Yes, it's going to feel like it's a headache sometimes, no matter how small or large the step is. But you do it anyways. Why do you do it? Because you want to be better. And because you want to be better, that is how you get better. To the point where you are the best version of yourself. Not the version that said, I can't, but the version that said, I believe I can. That's all I got for y'all. Stay peaceful, blessed up, miracled up. Know that you are well appreciated, well taken care of by the divine one above all, our higher source and God, as well as everyone that truly and genuinely and deeply cares about you, deeper than their souls. Always remember that here you are loved. We care about you here. If no one else does, we do. I do. Know that no matter what, we are always here to give you that listening ear. Don't be afraid to talk to us. Don't be afraid to talk with us, because we're here for you. Okay? Now come in for this hug. Yeah, come in. And before I leave, let me go and check up on here. Antonia, what's good? Malik Harris. Congratulations. What's good, Bruce? Let's see. Boom. Honestly, I was not paying attention to your comments. Nor anybody's, for real. So I couldn't even say anything about this. And my final message before I leave: take that first step. Do not rush, but take that first step. I guarantee you, you'll be in a better place than you were if you didn't take that step. Go for it. Ashe, peace out, adios.